I spent a week auditing 50 local business Google profiles across 5 different industries: plumbers, restaurants, dentists, HVAC companies, and salons. I wanted to know what actually separates the businesses ranking first from the ones buried on page 2. The patterns I found were consistent, surprising, and completely fixable. The setup: 10 businesses in each of 5 industries. For each industry, I selected the top 5 businesses in the Google Map pack and the bottom 5. For each business, I looked at category selection, photo count and recency, review response rate, posting activity, and business description quality. Finding 1. The category gap. In 4 out of 5 industries, the top-ranked businesses had more specific primary categories than the bottom-ranked businesses. The plumbers ranking first were not just plumber. They were emergency plumber, drain cleaning service, water heater contractor. The dentists ranking first: cosmetic dentist, pediatric dentist, dental implant specialist. The bottom-ranked businesses used broad categories overwhelmingly, and 80% of them had 0 secondary categories filled in. 0. All 9 slots blank. Meanwhile, the top-ranked businesses averaged 4.2 secondary categories. Every secondary category is another search term you can win. Finding 2. The photo decay problem. Every single top-ranked business had photos uploaded within the last 60 days. Every single one. Among the bottom-ranked businesses, only 2 had photos from the last 60 days. 4 had no photos newer than a year. There was one salon with 50 photos, but the most recent was from 22 months ago, ranking 8th. A newer salon with 14 photos, all from the last 3 months, was ranking 2nd. Recency beats volume when volumes are comparable. 2 new photos per week is enough. Finding 3. The review response gap. The top 5 businesses across all industries had an average review response rate of 89%. Almost every review received a response. The bottom 5 averaged 18%. One HVAC company had 67 reviews, a 4.6 average rating, and had responded to exactly none of them, ranking 9th in their city. Their competitor ranking first: 41 reviews, 4.4 rating, responding to 94% of reviews. Lower rating, fewer reviews, ranking higher. Because the response signal is a real ranking factor and almost nobody realizes it. Finding 4. Google Posts. Almost nobody does it. Of the 50 businesses I audited, only 9 had posted to Google Business Profile in the last 30 days. 7 of those 9 were in the top-ranked group. 1 post per week is all it takes. 82% of local businesses are leaving this signal completely open. Finding 5. The description dead zone. 750 characters of free SEO real estate directly on your listing. Among the bottom-ranked businesses, 6 had no business description at all. The other 4 had descriptions shorter than 100 characters. Among the top-ranked businesses, all 10 had descriptions longer than 400 characters, all included their service area by name, all listed their primary services specifically. What the top performers had in common: specific primary and multiple secondary categories. Photos uploaded within the last 30 days. Review responses to 80% or more of reviews. At least 1 post in the last 30 days. None of them were doing anything extraordinary. They were doing the basics consistently. Run this same audit on your own listing right now. Search your trade plus your city. Open who ranks first. Check their categories, photo recency, review responses, and posts. Then look at yours. Score the gap. Every gap you find is an opportunity. And based on what I found in this audit, closing 2 or 3 of these gaps can move you meaningfully up the rankings because most of your competitors are leaving them open. Ninja scans your GBP, shows you exactly where your gaps are, and starts fixing them automatically. Link in the description. Subscribe. Tomorrow we cover Google Posts.